I think I'm just brunette because of the books.
And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
My parents had paid the show choir director to put me in the choir because I can't sing or dance to save money.
Your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Hendrix and Blake Lively had a feud while filming A Simple Favor.
Few times through Ryan on that film, and you know, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
How quickly do you...
Oh girl! Blake Lively, once Hollywood's golden girl, is facing some serious heat these days. That flawless image we've all come to know and love? Well, it might just be cracking faster than a dropped iPhone screen. It seems like the darker side of her glamorous life is finally catching up with her. And honey, it ain't pretty.
Some people, now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I had muted.
Good.
Yeah.
Behind that million-dollar smile and red carpet charm, more and more celebs are coming forward, spilling tea that Blake would probably rather keep locked away in a vault. We're talking old scandals resurfacing and whispers of some seriously questionable behavior behind the scenes. It's like watching a real-life episode of Gossip Girl, only this time, Blake can't just call cut when things get messy.
Stephanie's my girlfriend.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you so
should leave him.
The Gossip Girl star is facing a tsunami of backlash, and let me tell you, it's not looking good. Could this be the beginning of the end for Blake's squeaky clean image? Stay tuned because the truth is getting harder to hide than a bad haircut under a beanie, and Blake might just be losing it all faster than you can say XOXO. Now let's rewind a bit and talk about some of Blake's celebrity run-ins. Trust me, some of the names on this list will shock you more than a plot twist in a telenovela. Remember when Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson back in 2008? Well, fast forward to 2010, and guess what happened? Oh, just a little movie called Green Lantern, starring none other than Ryan and Blake. And boy, were things heating up on that set.
My future wife, and we were buddies then. I remember it was funny because for about a year after Green Lantern had come and gone, all that stuff, and we were both single. We went on a double.
Word on the street is that their chemistry was so hot, it could have melted the ice caps. Sources say they were giggling, flirting, and couldn't keep their hands off each other. It was like watching two teenagers at prom, only with better lighting and more expensive outfits. But here's the kicker, they were both taken at the time. Blake was still with her Gossip Girl co-star Penn Badgley, while Ryan was literally still married to Scarlett. Talk about complicated. The Green Lantern press tour? Oh honey, it was crystal clear something was brewing between Ryan and Blake. They swore up and down they were just friends, but the amount of time they spent together raised more eyebrows than a botched Botox job. Even Ryan admitted he knew he'd crossed a line.
Awkward date for their respective partners because we were just like fireworks coming across the... Yeah,
So that...
Just 3 months after that press tour, Blake called it quits with Penn Badgley, but wait, it gets juicier. Ryan announced his split from Scarlett Johansson in the same month. Coincidence? I think not. Scarlett later hinted that the end of their marriage had a lot to do with Ryan never being home. She even dropped some subtle tea about how tricky it is dating another actor. Without naming names, but we all know who she was talking about, she said, "The logistics of being with another actor are challenging. If one person is more successful than the other, that also proves challenging. Oh, and there might even be a little competition in the mix too." Now that Scarlett's married to Saturday Night Live star Colin Jost, who's in a completely different field, many believe she was definitely throwing shade at Ryan when talking about her struggles with dating a fellow actor.
Amazing cook. Why wouldn't you be buddies with
Yeah, exact. Well, because you need to fit into a superhero costume for a little while.
Speculation started flying that Ryan didn't exactly love seeing Scarlett's career outshining his, with rumors swirling about his hands-on approach to "it ends with us," like literally rewriting some of the dialogue. People are starting to wonder if Ryan has a bit of a thing for controlling his partner's business affairs. It's like he's trying to be the director of his own life movie. But wait, it gets even juicier. Things went wild after a waitress claimed she spotted Ryan and Blake enjoying a romantic dinner together in December 2010. The waitress spilled the tea, claiming it was just the two of them, laughing and flirting. She said, "Honestly, if you didn't know who they were, you'd totally think they were a couple." Ooh, the plot thickens. Now, none of the involved parties have ever admitted to these rumors, but Ryan and Blake have dropped a few hints about some interesting things they did together together before officially becoming a couple. Ryan said, "About a year after Green Lantern had come and gone and we were both single, we went on a double date. She was on a date with another guy, and I was on a date with another girl, and it was like the most awkward date for the respective parties because we were just like fireworks coming across." So here's the official story. Ryan and Blake weren't romantically involved until they both split from their exes and had that magical aha moment, realizing they were in love. Sounds neat, right? But the rumors just won't go away. Things have gotten even messier thanks to writer Kat Marnell, who recently dropped a bombshell alleging that Ryan did cheat on Scarlett with Blake. This claim has reignited all the drama, and fans are buzzing once again. In a now-deleted tweet, Kat said, "Fun fact, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds hooked up when RR was still married to Dice ScarJo and holed up in a NOLA hotel room during the Green Lantern." Now, we all know being besties with your ex's new partner isn't exactly common, and rumor has it that Scarlett Johansson isn't exactly Blake's biggest fan. Even though they both work in the same industry, sources say their beef runs much deeper. An insider even spilled that there's still major tension between Blake and Scarlett, to the point where they go out of their way to avoid each other, never showing up in the same place at the same time. It's like a Hollywood version of dodgeball. Let's switch gears and talk about some on-set drama. Things got a little tense between Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick while filming their movie A Simple Favor together. Despite playing complicated besties on screen, rumor has it there was some real-life friction between the two actresses.
Kendrick and Blake Lively had a feud while filming A Simple Favor.
Even Henry Golding, who starred alongside them, admitted he was super nervous to work with both Blake and Anna. He'd grown up admiring their work on screen, but with the alleged tension simmering behind the scenes, it must have made things extra awkward for him. Poor guy was probably feeling like the awkward third wheel at a dysfunctional double date.
Few times through Ryan on that film. And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. How quickly do you...
The rumors about the feud really picked up steam back in September 2017 while they were filming. The clash supposedly kicked off when Anna Kendrick made some offhand comments about Taylor Swift. Comments that didn't sit well with Blake, who's one of Taylor's closest friends. You can imagine how that might have sparked some tension on set. It's like insulting someone's bestie at a slumber party. Things are bound to get messy.
No, but like, I really would really like to be a Disney princess.
I'm sure that dream will come true.
I'm sure there's
a dream.
According to a podcaster who claimed they were informed by someone who worked on the set, Blake and Anna also clashed over displaying cleavages on the poster. Anna, in particular, was competitive with Blake and was constantly asking to make sure she got more promotion than Blake. She even made them Photoshop her cleavage in the A Simple Favor poster to be as big or bigger than Blake's. Talk about a booby trap.
As pie, it should be smooth as silk or whatever.
Easy as pie.
Yeah,
Right.
and smooth as silk. But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me.
Although the two actors follow each other on Instagram, Anna is glad the social media has functions where she can mute people, as she hinted she already muted Blake. It's like the digital equivalent of putting your fingers in your ears and going, "La la la, I can't hear you."
Some people, now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
Details about the A Simple Favor set drama kept spilling out, with a screenshot from a crew member confirming that Anna and Blake were not on good terms by the end of filming. They were reportedly acting like enemies, and it got so bad that the studio had to step in, urging them to pretend to be friends during their promotional tour. Talk about putting on a show, but the drama doesn't stop there. Blake also had her share of tension with her Gossip Girl co-star Leighton Meester. While they weren't outright enemies, they certainly weren't the besties fans might have hoped for. Their on-set clashes were notorious, from disagreements over costumes to who got more screen time. It was like a real-life Blair versus Serena showdown. The rift reportedly began when both actresses were vying for the spotlight in the show's final seasons. Things got even more heated when Blake was upset about Leighton getting a bigger wardrobe budget. Blake felt she had achieved more success outside of Gossip Girl and was frustrated that these important details were handled without her input. It's like when your sibling gets a bigger slice of cake and you're left fuming.
Expect lots of big gasps and OMFG moments.
Now let's talk about Blake's relationship with Penn Badgley, which blossomed on the set of Gossip Girl but had its own set of highs and lows. They shared some sweet moments, like Blake getting Penn his first iPhone and helping him stay sober since she doesn't drink. But despite these loving gestures, their relationship eventually ended, leaving Penn heartbroken and working alongside his ex-girlfriend. Talk about awkward. After filming Wrapped, Penn admitted he was in a dark place, even saying half of his belongings were packed in a trash bag. His wife, Domino Kirka, revealed that when she met him, he was still a bit lost and searching for himself. Penn described his time working with Blake on Gossip Girl as an endurance test, with the 6 years they spent together as exes being particularly challenging. It's like running a marathon, but with your ex right beside you the whole time. Now, let's dish about Blake's brief romance with Leonardo DiCaprio. Before things went south, Leo, known for his pattern of dating ladies under 25 and often Victoria's Secret models, broke his usual mold with Blake, who was 24 at the time. Their romance lasted less than 5 months, but they had a blast together, frequently spotted on dates and vacations. Their relationship had a quirky side, too. Blake would send Leo pictures of a doll to communicate her feelings. While these doll pics never hit the media, the oddity of this method of communication did raise eyebrows. Some found it a bit creepy, though it was clearly Blake's unique way of expressing herself. It's like sending emojis, but with a slightly creepy twist. The drama began when Leo started wanting to get serious and even proposed settling down with Blake. But Blake wasn't quite ready for that level of commitment, and just like that, their whirlwind romance came to an end. An insider told US Weekly, Blake wasn't ready to move to the next level. It was just too much. Too quickly. Blake wasn't ready to settle down. Fast forward to 2016, Blake and Leonardo crossed paths again at the Amphar Gala in New York, and things got a bit awkward. Despite being married to Ryan Reynolds at the time, Blake and Leo couldn't help but indulge in some playful teasing. Witnesses at the gala noted that Leo would wink and smile every time Blake came near, and despite her best efforts to ignore his attention, they both seemed unable to conceal their flirtatious behavior. Ryan, who was in attendance, was reportedly furious about the whole situation. Talk about a blast from the past causing present-day drama. Now let's talk about Blake's latest project, It Ends With Us. While the film was released to middling reviews, the reaction to the film was nothing compared to the controversy surrounding Blake throughout the film's promotional run. Details of the alleged feud between Blake and director Justin Baldoni came to light, with Blake reportedly commissioning a second cut of the film to be done by Deadpool and Wolverine editor Shane Reed. Talk about creative differences. Blake has also come under fire for using her platform on the film to promote her fashion lines and posting lighthearted content that contrasts the grim nature of the film. In one interview, when asked if people who could relate to her character's experience would talk to her about it if they saw her in person, Blake responded sarcastically instead of encouraging victims of domestic violence to seek help from professionals. She laughed, "Yeah, go ahead. Ask me for my address or my phone number, or I could just share my location with you." Yikes. Not the best way to handle such a serious topic, Blake. This attitude led to the resurfacing of several of Blake's past interviews in which many criticized her for being rude and dismissive to journalists. One reporter, Kirsty Flaw, even uploaded to YouTube the interview she conducted with Blake, titling the clip, "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." Double yikes. So there you have it, besties. The tea on Blake Lively is piping hot and overflowing. From alleged affairs to on-set feuds and questionable behavior, it seems like Blake's perfect image might be more carefully crafted than we thought. But remember, in Hollywood, things aren't always as they seem, and there's always two sides to every story. What do you think about all this drama? Is Blake really the mean girl some are painting her to be, or is she just misunderstood? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy celebrity gossip. Until next time, this is Hot Gossip, signing off. Bye!